Welcome back to the Ofishal Podcast, man. It's your boy Marcus J, man. Today I got a good buddy with me, man. Martise, man. He also the host of Torture TV. You can check that out on Facebook and
Yeah, we upload to YouTube sometime.
yeah, YouTube. I'm gonna leave a link regardless, man. He also got Shy Kid Collection. It's a clothing line, man. Y'all check it out. I'm gonna also leave a link to that. Yeah, like I say, man, it's a good buddy of mine. Normally when we chop it, man, we just laugh the whole way through the shit damn near. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
But yeah, man, it's always a good convo, man. And we've been planning on doing this shit, and we finally did it. So we here, man. Tease, man, what's going on with you?
Man, I'm feeling pretty good, man. I'm happy to be here, man. Thanks for having me, bro.
Man, you already know, bro.
We definitely been talking about it. I want to see how this gonna go.
Yeah. So, the Torture TV, like when do it air? And when do you do it?
We've been doing Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. You can find it at my Facebook page. Just my regular name, Martise Funches. That's spelled MartiseFunches. We just be chopping it up about like regular community issues, stuff that be going on, ways to build and learn and try to come up with some solutions, you know what I mean? Things like that.
Yeah, y'all tune in to that, man. My man be talking about some shit, man. Yeah, just tune in, man. Like, so the conversation me and bro been having lately, content creators like myself, like him, like a lot of other people, man. And we've been talking about like the support factor.
Or lack thereof.
Yeah, man, yeah. I never want to seem like, man, I don't want it never to get to a point where it feel like I'm doing this shit for shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I definitely understand.
Yeah, man. So, and people watch what they watch, man, and people do what they do. People support what they support, and all of that shit, man. But, man, that push of that like button, that shit is hell.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I see what dude like. Man, they gonna hurt you, man.
Man, dude, they don't want to do it, man.
But I was telling you like a week or so ago, like the biggest issue that I have with that is like when you see me out in public and then you tell me everything that we talked about, everything we discussed, and how much you appreciate it.
Yeah.
But that form of support is like too much for you. It's kind of weird though.
Yeah, man, it's almost like people seem embarrassed to do the shit or something. I would be more embarrassed to support somebody I didn't know and never had a chance of meeting. You know what I'm saying? I would be more embarrassed to do that. But I know we different generation and different times and all of that, man. But man, it just seemed weird, man. And I'm not even singling out nobody or none of that shit, man. Like for people who support, man, man, it's just love, man. We gonna keep on trying to make content better and better, man. And I don't like simplicity in content, but man, it's like that's the direction. It seems like people would rather go, man. You know what I'm saying? Like when you putting some shit into some shit, it's like damn motherfuckers down there run away from that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what makes your point valid from earlier though. Like you might take the time to do the research and really want to have a real conversation about it. We ain't saying you even have to enjoy it.
Right.
But if you did take the time to like check it out, you should acknowledge it in some type of way. Because a person, they dedicating their time. I tell it all the time to my group, like I'm sharing an hour of my day. I'm sharing it. I legitimately could be doing something else. But that don't mean I don't enjoy it. I enjoy it and stuff like that. But but I've been there before. I think it's go back to what you said. Like I believe that videos that have a lot of more silly things in it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go as far as to say that means the world's silly. It's what we have time for. You know what I'm saying? We don't have time to have these big conversations about how we can stop these kids from getting hurt and stuff like that. We be more concerned about how this person dressed and what they do. Some crazy stuff. It just be weird, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
And some of my highest viewed videos is when I stopped worrying about that, though.
Yeah.
Because I believe that's a factor too. The money that's being made through social media, it makes people go to certain things that they probably wouldn't necessarily do. So if you're living off morals and integrity or want to carry yourself some type of way, maybe it's not the most popular thing to the world, but I'm not gonna change. You know what I mean?
And then these sites gear people towards that also. You know what I mean? Like YouTube and Facebook and all of that. Like they see what the majority of people want to see. So they actually guide you to that. Mm-hmm. So a lot of content creators that may, be able to push the boundaries on something, they might decide now to water it down. So the creativity from that content creator, is kind of tempered because they trying to get to
the bag.
Yeah, man.
Bag. So it's like anybody, like when some of the greatest NBA players and all that, when they first started and obtained that talent, I'm sure a low percentage of them was thinking about the money.
Yes, sir.
Like I can make all this money. Now, don't get me wrong, you see Michael Jordan and all these people making all this different kind of bread. Now, you would say, damn, we can make money off this, that's great. Yeah. But some of the most authentic things be the most successful. Yeah. But when you start making it about money, you can see it. Like you said, you clearly can see it. Like, this guy is not the thug or the gentleman that he's portrayed.
Right.
Like, for me, I'm a realist, you know what I'm saying? So I don't have a problem telling anyone how I feel or having a real conversation. I just try my best to make sure I'm being respectful, and I'll pick my words, but the same respect that I'm going to give, I demand it. You know what I mean? So without that, don't nothing work. So when I'm up there, I might not be saying the most pleasant thing about the ladies because I'm frustrated about a lady who did something to her child.
Right.
If we can't understand that that's just probably an emotional moment or really making a genuine point, like, no, it's not all men or women. I'm not trying to be part of the divisive part of it. I want to hold people accountable as well.
Yeah.
That's all. I want to hold people accountable, and I want people to hold me accountable. So that's just the way it goes. And I see it like a lot of people pandering. Like, I was joking with you earlier, like, you could put a photo on Facebook and just be like, saying, look how fine I am. You really not that fine, though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You cute, but I won't go fine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But everybody, everybody's different. They just like you attacking someone's self-confidence, but I don't believe a lot of it's real anyway. When you go in there, you shouldn't be looking for your religious beliefs or spirituality. You should be going there to have a little fun. Maybe you come across an ad or a group of something you enjoy and you just enjoy that time as much as you can.
Yeah, I tell people all the time, man, don't believe nothing on the internet, man. Like, you can put anything you want on the internet. You can be anything you want on the internet. But, man, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do it anyway, man. Like, man, you would like to get the support, man, of course. You know what I'm saying? Like, you would like to, especially like your people, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not even talking about like the black race. Yeah. I'm talking about your people.
Even your family, go that far.
Yeah, man. When your people don't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that right there. That's that shit right there.
That's the thing. And then you'll be like, okay, maybe they're not the biggest poster or sharer. Then you go in there and
yeah, like,
and that's what I said. And then I see you. Yeah, keep going, little bro. And man, keep going, huh?
Dude, and a lot of that shit, like we was just saying, like the algorithm and all of that shit, they push people towards that crap too. And just people get consumed with the shit. So now this is all you want to see, man. And I don't want to sound like I'm feeling sorry for myself or none of that shit because I'm gonna do this shit regardless, man.
Yeah. Because that's not what you do it for.
Yeah, that's not what I do it for, man. Like, so.
We sat here had a couple of hour conversation prior to even doing this.
Yeah. Before we even got started with the shit. So, we'll do this regardless. And, man, ain't nothing I know my man. I know myself, man. Like, it ain't no stopping this shit, man. It's like, 8 billion people in the world, you know what I'm saying? You only need a small fraction of those people. You know what I'm saying? You don't, I got a homie, man, I tell him all the time, like, dude, I don't need nothing but a small fraction of that number. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have to have everybody and shit like that. But the problem with that, I tell people this shit too. Man, I don't listen to nobody who is not doing what I'm doing. You cannot give me no advice.
No financial advice if you broke.
Yeah. If you don't know how to do this shit, you know what I'm saying? If you can't do this shit, I'm not taking no advice.
And then that's kind of tricky because just imagine the people that have millions and millions of followers, what they're willing to sacrifice to do.
Yeah.
You might say, man, I'm cool. I'd rather not have millions of followers. I gotta wear a dress.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's go both ways.
It like anything to get out the person who you are. Like when I start getting out of that person, you know what I'm saying?
Man, I think I told you this before, bro. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. We gonna have a conversation about this. I think sometimes people be too scared to support you because they see the potential in you.
Yeah.
They be like, man, it's a possibility, man. If this guy get the right traction with what he's talking about and he's genuine. I know him as a person to be genuine.
Yeah.
Like, man, he might get $1 million contract, and I don't know how I'm gonna feel about that.
Right.
So I can like it. I can even really enjoy it, but I won't support it because he might mess around and blow up without even knowing that. If you really was the type of person that felt like a person that had that type of integrity, why wouldn't you allow him to be able to get it? Because they overall a good person. It's gonna help somebody down the line get a turkey on Thanksgiving or helping out with this, but all we seem to be concerned about sometimes is ourselves, and that's why we struggle in the black community.
Yep. Yeah, I try to. Man, I'm not. This podcast is it's not no big Joe Rogan type shit or none of that shit. But I still try to use it, to, you know what I mean, like. People who may not know you, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People who know you may not know me, shit like that.
Sure.
So yeah, if we can like continue this type of shit, man, because I love it. You know what I mean? I love it, man.
And that's what I was thinking about earlier. Like, you think I wouldn't come here and want to see this flourish and grow and become good because I know the type of person you are. I don't feel like them. I feel like it is just me coming back to a bigger, better podcast.
Yeah.
But I enjoy it, whatever it is, because we can turn this off. We gonna still be broke.
Yeah.
I don't trip about that part of it.
Yeah, man. I know you've been hearing about the we was talking about this shit earlier too. In like 3 incidents of people walking on porches and get shot and.
Yeah, I covered one of those.
Yeah, they got killed. Yes, I seen the 2 cheerleaders walked up to the car. Somebody shot them. Just was reading yesterday. I got a podcast covered about that. The guy shot the 6-year-old girl, I think, and her parents because a basketball rolled in his yard. You heard about that? And it was a brother who did the shit. Yeah, this was the brother who did.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, but I definitely like the guy who shot the teen that came on his porch. I actually covered that. I think he like 84 years old. Yeah. And then they they give him a bond, bro. Like, that be bothering me, man. That be bothering me because as much as I talk and try to have accountability for us, the community, the government don't have that same accountability. Because that young man is dead, bro. He ain't coming back. You trying to tell me this man? So I cracked the joke. I'm like, y'all get mad at me for cracking this joke, but this is how I feel. If he 84, he finna die like a week and a half anyway, Joe. So you might as well go and let him start his time now because he really killed that brother, man.
Then I look at like a situation like that. Like look how the world, look what direction this shit going. You could get shot for ringing the wrong doorbell, and like this was a white guy who did it, but like I just said with the basketball, that was a brother. You know what I'm saying? So
a lot of it's just we just live in such a race-based society.
Yeah.
I don't pull the race card. I don't race bait. I call situations for what they are. Yeah. I talk about the 3/5 compromise. I talk about things like that because it's a real thing. They legit the entity of I'll say this world, so we won't have to make nothing specific. They legitimately don't look at African Americans as full full citizens.
No, still to this day.
To this day.
2023, still
so with knowing that he would get a bond, you would say, how would he get the bond? Because like when they go back and pull all these certain statues up and all that, he legitimately is eligible for a bond because they don't consider us to be.
Yeah.
And that's crazy to me. And then you think about like stuff like reparations and all that. Like you could just forget that.
Yeah.
And then right now, this might be kind of controversial. I wouldn't even recommend it right now. You know why? All you gonna do is buy a whole lot of stereotypical things.
Yeah, go right to Gucci.
And yeah, all you gonna do is give it right back. They gonna say we gave it to y'all now, and we finna treat y'all worse. So until that generation that come that deserve it, because it wasn't us neither, man. You know, we got caught up in the crack epidemic and stuff like that, and then you got the drill stuff now. And we talked about that with children and stuff like that, and what they're gonna see in 10 years and 20 years. It's just getting worse, man. But I ain't trying to take it there. Definitely not on the podcast. But like all this type of stuff is prophesized, bro. Yeah. It's like it's just actually coming. The chickens are coming home to roost, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, it's sad, man. It's sad. That it's happening more and more and shit like that.
How acceptable it's becoming too.
Yeah.
Like people be like, "Oh, the baby got shot." Yeah, that's crazy, man. That is messed up, man. And I don't know. I probably eat some steak tonight, man.
Yep. It's not even a big deal now, man. It's not even.
And you still allow people to tell you when you need to have outrage. Yeah. So if they put it on on the mainstream media and all this different kind of stuff, then you get the right to be mad. Because I was pissed off when they killed the little young lady at McDonald's. Yeah. In the McDonald's drive-thru out west. Yeah. But y'all didn't march and tear up the city and loot for that. But then they told y'all this George Floyd situation was so horrible, which it was. I shouldn't have to say that that was a bad situation. Yeah. But that shorty wasn't?
No. Nah.
So it's crazy for me. Like we ain't I look around all the time. I ask all the time, like, what are real leaders at, man?
No, we don't get it. We have to attach ourselves to the coattail of some story. So if it ain't no,
that's a good point.
Yeah, if it ain't got big, it's like a lot of time we don't want to be bothered with the shit. It don't matter. You know what I mean? Fucking kids then got shot in Chicago, man. You know what I'm saying?
Look, bro. Yesterday I had pulled up right to the park, right, and I see the police all over there on the hill, and I see them over there sometimes. Somebody will take off or something. Yeah. We live in the hood. So I'm looking, I ain't thinking too much of it. I get out the car, man, dude that's died over there. What happened, bro? Say, I don't know if he was high or he was drunk or whatever, but he just was walking, man, and nodding and fell in the pond. They came and pulled him out the pond, but he telling me, he was like, shout out to the police department, though. They was pumping on his chest, man. They was trying their best. They tried their best. They couldn't do it. But he asked me, he said, you do your morning show, bro. He said, you supposed to be getting this footage, bro. I say, what you talking about? He say, man, you want to get the footage, you'll be the first one with it. I say, look, bro, that's not what I do it with. That's not what I do it for, bro. I say, how about I just start with this? How about if that was your family member laying on the ground, bro?
Yeah, I'm filming your grandma and shit.
And then unfortunately, the difference between you and me, a lot of people know me. You know what I'm saying? That's a big difference that you not regular. Like, a lot of people know me, and they kind of like, you know what I'm saying, they be like, why would T? And then it's just a certain level of respect that you should be born with. You worried about getting the story, but you ain't want to be no newscaster, not into this moment. So a life or death situation is worth likes and views and clicks to you. Now, would I have to talk about the story on my show where it's just a news clip coming up and I'm just explaining how these drugs and stuff is impacting our community? It don't have to kill you through your body. It can kill you from you just making a bad decision, walking in front of a car or anything. Have those kind of conversations. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody got somebody that they can look at it if they're family or not and say, man, I probably should reach out and try to get them a little more help. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the way I've been thinking about it.
Yeah. So what you got going on, man? Like what you working on, man? I know you always got some.
Yeah, right now for to get ready and drop my summer line, man. Me and my designer been talking, man. I got a whole lot of ideas, you know what I'm saying? But it's interesting. It's kind of go to the conversation. I'm trying to see how we gonna structure it because you want to capture the youth. Yeah. But then you don't want to leave out the middle age and stuff. It's easy to wear like a hoodie. A lot of people wear that for warmth and you know what I mean, and whatever brand it is they want to support that day. But when it comes to like your fashion on the summer day, this got to be right. So I'm thinking about everything. A lot of women have asked me this. They like, man, could you put the shy kid across the ass of it? I'd be like, I mean, I could do that for this money, but like I do kind of have it want to look a certain kind of way, and then it can be classy. You know what I mean? So my brand, I've been working on that. I'm actually just got up with my camera and we're gonna start shooting a little bit of our podcast too. Me and my buddy Trav, I'm gonna definitely invite you over there because like I said, it's always good talking to you on or off camera,
Yeah.
It's always good talking to you.
Man, I be want to push the boundaries with the clothes shit, man, but I know people don't catch on to shit. And I ain't talking about no Russell Westbrook weirdo shit.
Yeah.
But just I know people be locked into their brands, man. I know how they like with them brands. So Yeah, it's hard to push the envelope on shit, man. I be wanting to though, but I be like, nah, they ain't going.
And it's crazy because you got to feel like you have to dumb it down. You got to be like, I'm just gonna get something that's kind of stock, so I can get everybody to support it. Versus me saying, let me go ahead and free. Because I've done some things like I don't want this with no sleeves on it. I want to have the star cut in it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I tried some creative things that I tried to do for people, which I done for people. But it's like, that's an interesting question because I've been working at that kind of hard. Because I know I'm gonna do like some stuff for the young man with it coming across the front, you know what I mean, and things like that. Just something to look out for. But I don't know. I just don't like it. I don't like it. And I don't know how do you feel about that? Let me ask you that question. How do you feel about me saying, you know what? I'd rather not even do that particular line. I mean, that particular order for that lady because I don't want that to justify me. Like when you see my stuff, I want you to think about like a positive dude. Man, he like to have fun. He care about his community. He advocate for the shorties. He's genuinely a respectable brother. I don't want you to kind of get that off nobody's ass, Joe. You know what I'm saying? It make any sense. I kind of get it somewhere nice and classy. And I'm a subtle person. This is my collection line, but I got a whole lot of stuff that's really subtle. You know, it's not because everybody like different stuff. So I try to keep a range for them, but then you have to go with what you feel and believe too. You know.
Yeah, it's like you don't want to compromise your brand, you know, just to, you know, push it towards a few people. And shit, I get exactly what you're saying, man. Then that's a lot of people doing it and all of that shit. So you still have to set yourself apart for the people who still at your level doing it too. You know what I'm saying? But.
And then I had to concede on some of the ways I think about that because this time, maybe last year or the year before, I was saying crazy things in business. Like, I only want good people to wear my stuff. But then it'd be like, how do you make this a successful business? So it's like, I've grown to the idea of I can't tell anyone who to wear. Because I rolled down some blocks like, where he even get it from? Like, who ordered it for him? Like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm sure I did something good with the money, even if it was just, even if it was just, you know, revamping the brand. So, shout out to the trappers out there that got the shot kid on out west. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? A lot of people gonna buy your shit. Man, I fuck with tees.
On
man,
everything.
You know what I'm saying?
But see, that's why I say I don't know. I was gonna say this. I respectfully disagree. Just buy it for whatever reason. Like you,
that too.
You can hate me. Just let me send it to you in the mail. You know what I'm saying? As long as that cash out and that Zelle clear, the rest is
no. I get what you said, but no, this is what I'm saying. Like, just a different demographic of people buying you.
Genuinely
shit.
Like the product.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. You know, I don't give a shit why you buying it. You know, but I just need to expand the demographics of this shit, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I used to be, you know, I get emotional sometimes. I'm like, man, no, because if I find out he got a felony, he can't wear this. You know what I'm saying?
They got to do a background check.
But everybody got felonies. We live our way. The president facing 32 felonies right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, okay, I got to get out of that way of thinking. But it do be kind of funny because one of my things was, know what I want for my brand and just for me as a person? I want people to treat me like your son treat me.
Man, dude. man, my son, man. I gotta stop him from this shit, you know. And I get he a kid, man, but man, you don't know this man, you know. This is your first time seeing dude, man. They're hugging y'all and shit, you know. Hey!
I'm like, oh, so we coming in hot, huh? All right.
Man, that man don't know you from Adam, you know.
He still don't know.
No, he still don't,
you know. What's his name? Downstairs. Downstairs.
And supposed to do that to everybody too, man. I'll be like, God damn.
You said they gonna even take no candy.
No, you ain't gotta have no candy to get him in the car, dog. I ain't gonna even lie. No, we gotta watch him all time, 24/7 today, because he hop in the car. He don't take much.
Yeah, I mean,
pull up. Did you? Yeah, right there.
Then you got the little bad shorties though. You come in, they be like,
oh yeah, he ain't one of them. No,
I be like, man, get this little bad little shorty, man.
He moving them out the way. No, I go, you know. He seemed like a nice guy, you know what I'm saying? Nah, man, my boy hell with that shit, man. Now one of his parents like that. That's the fucked up part. Like, where did you get this shit from?
I think it was like 3.5 years. So I said, how do you at the job?
Yeah,
you know,
man,
I knew you was a cool guy. I was just like, You look pretty mean, man.
No, man.
You come to this. Everybody getting out the way. I'm like, oh, dude. I fought my last bully in South grade in sophomore year. I'm not gonna fight no bully in here. And I guess so what I did, what I always do. I befriended the bully. You know what I'm saying? I befriended the bully, and here we are. You know what I'm saying? At the Ofishal Podcast, years later. You know what I'm saying? Years later. You know what I'm saying? But, there ain't no bully, man, but fuck them. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the bosses and everything. Bullied everybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, hey, okay, well, this is gonna be easy. Figure out what I'm gonna do. If the boss scared, why would I listen to the boss? I just come here, hey, what we doing today, bro? So I know it's up to you at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? And then everybody else had FMLA. They
yeah.
500 cases? I go home right now. I'm like, I guess I ain't finna get paid neither, because I ain't doing all this stuff by myself. So look, what do you think about like the all this looting and stuff with the Walmart and all that? Like, what do you think that's really coming from?
I tried to look it up. I didn't see nothing.
Yeah, they did a few of them, man. It's like they've been looting and just eating in the store. But just going there and start making them a sandwich, bro, and I'm dead serious. I just found it like on YouTube or something. I watched it a couple of weeks ago. But it's interesting that they're closing those Walmarts down.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, somebody else could come in here and do some things that might not necessarily be great, and I lose my job. That's why a lot of people are trying to create their own businesses.
Yeah.
Because if you sit up there and do the math, and I'm just going to say something, like you make $170, $163 a day. I believe if you take your time and your engine, I know it's not going to be hard. Easy. Right. But anything worth having going to take work, right?
Yeah, no doubt.
So it's like, shit, now, okay, I can't find a way to make me $200 a day. It ain't got to be $200 a day. Just let it add up to $1,000 a week. But I can wake up when I want to. I can do other things. And then even if that means sacrificing some of the material things in my life, I'll make that choice. I have made that choice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, it's just too much sometimes. You still feel like a hamster wheel. You make a little more money, you spend a little more, so it's like you always at that motherfucking clock or whatever.
Yep. They the job situation is something that, like I always say, I don't knock no job, none of that shit. It's just like something that I don't want to die doing. You know what I mean? And I'm just speaking for me personally. Like, I don't want to die or have my last few years living, and I just retired 5 years ago type shit. Like, I just never envisioned myself
to have only one life, and then you find out later on that this was all a sham. The American dream was it wasn't a dream for you, you per se. And I ain't even just talking about race, because it's more about green than it is about all the other stuff. So I ain't even talking about black and white. I'm talking about, like, man, that ain't what it's designed.
No,
it's designed. No. It's the horse and the carrot.
Yep.
That's what it is. The horse and the carrot.
Yeah,
you run around, you'll never catch that motherfucker.
No, you don't. And now, man, there's so much for you to do. So many ways for you to make money. And I'm not recommend if you not no business person or no type of hustler or no grinder, none of that shit, man, you stay at your job. You know what I mean? But if you got some fire in your ass and you got a couple of ideas, man, that you want to try, type shit like that, I would never tell nobody to not try some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and then I think that's one of the biggest fails, to never know if you could have done it or not. Yeah. Like, even with social media or a business or anything, you don't know how it's gonna go till you try. So I ain't saying just say you got $10,000. I'm not even saying put $2,000 in.
Right.
How about you start off just spending $250 and see how it go? If that $250 turn into $1,000, then you say, you know what, I'm gonna go, because I see it's going great. If I have more stock, if I have this more clean, then I can do some better things. Then you invest another $1,000. So you still, man, you got $2,000 working, and then you still working to it. I mean, because you have a lot of people that are trying to get you with all these unlofty expectations. Like, you got to have the website, you got to do this. Look, you ain't got to have all that to start. You know.
No. And I just was reading up on this shit. Like, even with the LLC. I hear a lot of people talk about the LLC and all of that shit. I personally, and I'm a person who's done it, but I wouldn't recommend it to nobody now unless you already got some money generating. If you got something that's going on and then you already got some money generating, and you let that generate for a while before you fuck with the LLC, because now you just opening the door for them people to be in your business now. And then now you have to pay them. You know what I'm saying? You can make what you want to make on your own without any of that shit first. Now I'm not saying don't never do it or your shit get to cracking and yeah, you probably want to get an LLC and copyright and trademark and all of that shit. But for anybody out there that got some shit cracking and it's, you know, may not be no 100,000, 200,000 a month type shit, but yeah, don't rush into no LLC, man, because you're just opening the door now, you know.
And then I'll just keep it a bean. I'm tired of me making or creating something and you have to get this bread. So I wasn't necessarily, when I first started, I wasn't necessarily in the rush for any of that.
Yeah.
I started getting upset. I was like, man, look, bro, y'all don't got to keep asking me or telling me something. It's going fine. If I come outside and I'm struggling in the hood where it's lack of jobs and resources and stuff like that, and I choose to design something, I don't care if it's a brick, and I carve it up and I design it, I shouldn't have to pay you a quarter. Right. To do that. So when I want to, if my business grow to that level and I want to say, yeah, I'm going to get that because it makes sense and I want everything to be right tax-wise and all that. But okay, other than that, man, don't stifle your dreams because you can't do that yet. Right. Just build to that. You know what I mean? Build to that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's out here, man. It's out here. You could get to the bread. You can get to the money, man. But like I say, man, if people who out there and that's not in your DNA, man. You stick to your job. But anybody who got a dream out here, and man, this official clothing shit, this shit been going on for some years. But I love it. You know what I mean?
I love it too, bro.
Yeah, I tell people all the time, this is a real. This is in my DNA. You know what I'm saying? Like official is like this is shit is a way of life to me.
That's to be respected.
Yeah, so like I ain't gonna never play with it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm, you know, support you, don't. You know what I'm saying?
I support me though.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna fuck with it in different aspects. Like as you see, the official entertainment and all of that shit.
Official podcast.
Yeah, the official podcast, all of that shit, man. and I plan on having a lot of other things attached to this shit, man. Like, so a lot of this shit gonna be like, damn, I ain't never knew dude was, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Like, you know what's crazy to me? Because it just happens like that too. Like with me, you know, I walk through the neighborhood. I don't care what I got on. You know what they say? What's going on, Shot Kid? Bro, for everybody out there, I just want to say this. You know, so I might as well go on and say this at the official podcast, man. My name ain't Shot Kid, y'all. That's the name of the brand. That's the name of the brand. You know what I'm saying? I use that. A lot of people ask me how did I come up with that name. I just want to bring like a awareness to some of the senseless violence that be going on with the shorties in the hood. And I'm from Chicago, and then, you know, we're all kids. We just fortunate enough to be, for me, a 42-year-old kid. But I grew up in Chicago. And it's sad that I have to consider myself lucky to make it this age. So I just want to have something that represents our shorties, you know what I'm saying, that look nice and feel nice. And like I said, it's coming from a positive place. So that's why I always, you know, so that's how I came up with Shot Kid.
Yeah,
but man. I do think that I'd be like, bro, that's not, you don't, and I don't know your name.
Yeah.
So we don't know each other. You just go with Shot Kid. Instead of saying, my brother, what's your name? I like what you're doing.
Yeah. You know damn well my name ain't Shot Kid.
No, he think it's my name. Like this guy, he think my first name is Shot, and my last name is Kid. Because the way he say it like it's two different names. What's going on, Shot Kid? Oh, bro. Nah, this guy.
Man, you know what, man? Man, I gotta say this, Tease, man. It's been a blast, man. I was looking forward to this shit, bro. We gotta do this shit. You know, we gotta do this shit again, man. Dude, that film and shit. I'm gonna say this before I go, man, because like I tell my wife, like, man, Martise is like the only guy that's everything I'm into, this man is into, man. So, like, the shit is exciting to even think about that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, I have a blast with it. And then, like I said, just to do this, man, no cameras, whatever, bro. I really respect you, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Ever since, you know what I'm saying, we met, you know, stuff like that, you always hold me down. And,
yes,
you know
sir.
I mean? It could be a year or something past. Everybody got stuff going on. We went through COVID and all this other different stuff, but I got nothing but respect for you, and I think and I know that you know it. So that's what make it a good thing. It ain't like I gotta convince you. You know what I'm saying? You know it. You know it.
Yeah, I feel the same way, bro. And we gonna definitely now y'all gonna see me and bro. We gonna surprise a lot of people with a lot of shit, man. Yeah. it's important to have a mindset, you know, similar to your own, man. And when it's your passion and it's this brother's passion, so yeah, I think like sky's the limit, man, with this shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna support you, man, and I'm gonna do all I can. And, so motherfuckers can grow, man. Like, man, I want to see motherfuckers like doing shit that they love to do, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I just want to see people do shit that they want to do. You know what I mean?
And it seems like it's such an easy act, but the way we've been materialized and mentally conditioned, Joe, it's unthinkable to want to just lay home and relax. Yeah. That's unthinkable to society we live in.
Yeah, man, we've been told for so many years, job.
You're lazy if you don't want to be.
Yeah, man, did nothing else matter but a job. You know, that's why I try not to knock like older people who been at their job because y'all didn't have all of this shit. Y'all didn't have all of this shit. You know what I'm saying? So I can understand that. But a thinking younger person, man, dude, there's so much out here, man. There's so much out here, man. I wish they had this shit when I was, you know, a teenager and shit like this. But you got a passion, man. You got a dream, man. Run with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, run with it. And you're going to have a lot of people saying, man, that shit ain't going to work and all that. Motherfucker be that bold to tell you that shit ain't going to work. That's some bold shit.
But you know what make it even bolder? That they never tried.
They never tried this shit.
You never tried?
No.
You gonna tell me something ain't gonna work? Oh, okay.
See, this is why it ain't gonna work. And it'll be a motherfucker who never, ever thought about doing it, never tried to do it, none of that shit. And this is reality shit. Like these motherfuckers is bold, man.
Man, I'm telling you, it's because you're too scared you're gonna make it. I told you that.
Yep.
Too scared you're gonna make it, bro. You might, I'm sure you're gonna have the things you need because you could be a patient person. Like, I know it ain't gonna be overnight. I'm gonna work hard at it. I'm gonna invest in it. I'm gonna be consistent. Things like that. And then it ended up working. It just wasn't your time at that moment. It's your time now. And then now he looking back like, I told you it was gonna work.
Yeah. It's just some bullshit to tell about. But a nigga try to stop you. You know, they try to discourage you so you won't look so high. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like, But I cuts them. Like I done cut that down so much, man. Motherfuckers try to sneak it in now, but I call it right out.
And then it's like I don't know why or am I over dramatic in these senses, but I be like, I go study energy, bro. I go study body language. I go study relationships. If it's something that I just don't really understand or how or why things are, I'm man enough to say, let me look at that.
Yeah.
Let me look at it and see, you know what I mean, how it is, and I try to learn.
Yeah.
But so with that being said, when I feel a certain energy, I can look at you, bro. I can look at you, or like I said, I'm joking, but like you can tell me all these great things you see, but you really don't support it. That don't mean you're a bad guy, but I just know that you're not there to help me get to where I'm trying to go, neither. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So you shouldn't be offended if I choose to separate myself.
Yeah.
I don't want nothing to happen to you or nothing. I just want to separate myself to where I can focus on. This is the best way I usually like to put it. I be too focused on the yeses to worry about the no's.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get some no's. That wasn't funny. That was this or whatever. That's fine. But I'm too busy having fun and taking pictures with my people that do enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? So that's just the way it go, man. It's life.
That's what count, bro. That's what count. Man, but look, man, we gonna get on up out of here, man. As usual, this is the official podcast, man, with your boy Marcus J. I want to thank my man Martise from Torture TV for coming out. We gonna get this brother back on here, man, and I'm gonna let y'all hear, you know, how this brother get out, man, and his goals and what he really like to do, man. You know what I'm saying? Like what he really like to do, and we're gonna do this real soon, man. So, like I said, it's the official podcast, man. Peace.
All right.